find vulnerabilities in web applications. And today session is basically based on the how to collect some information regarding your targets. So how do we approach the target informations or the recon process? So first, we have to use some targets. So we have a couple of websites that provide targets for testing, like HackerOne and Bugcrowd. So you heard all of them. So I will write the names. So the topmost website I prefer is HackerOne. So HackerOne is one of the most used companies or bug bounty platform we use most. And bugcrowd.com, integrity.com, also bugbounter.com, federacy.com, secuna.io, yeswehack.com, hackenproof.com. So these are the most used bug bounty platforms where we grab the targets and test our skills. So let's moving forward with the application testing. The first thing is we want to collect some information, and the method name is recon. So today we will collect some information like passive recon, how you collect some information using passive recon methods, and what we collect using passive recon, like subdomains, links, the technologies that your application built on, some information regarding reverse proxies or some disclosed files, some directory listing vulnerabilities. So let's move on to my browser. So I use Firefox browser to find these information, because in Firefox we can add some add-ons, and hope you all know about how to add add-ons. You can go to the Firefox settings, and here is the option of add-ons and themes. Click on that and you can install some add-ons which we will need to gather some informations, and what are the add-ons we are using. So I will write the add-on names. You can install it. So the very first add-on we use is .git. This add-on helps you to find the disclosed Git directory or disclosed SVN directory. So whenever you hit a target, this add-on will automatically discover the disclosed Git configuration files or Git head files or Git index files, or as well as .env environmental variable files or .svn files also. So this add-on is quite helpful. You can install the Vaporizer. This add-on help you to find the technologies. If you are visit a application, so the application using different technologies. So using this add-on, you can find all the technologies using single click. You get to know about what CMS your application is using, what type of server they are using, what type of JavaScript libraries, frameworks, or additional analytics, or additional third-party login tools, or as well as. So Vaporizer is quite helpful to discover the technologies your website is using. The third one is cookie editor. This add-on will help you to edit cookies, to view cookies, or to import, export some cookies. You can create some cookies, you can change the cookie values. So this add-on is also useful. Now, the showdown. This add-on will help you to discover the IPs or the open ports of your target. So if you're testing application, the ports and IPs are quite important. So this add-on will help you. Shodan basically a premium service. So you need to register a account. So the basic or free account will uh, only provide you 2 search per day, but the premium plan is also very cheap, so you can purchase it. And Shodan membership is for lifetime. So once you purchase the membership, it will you can use it for your lifetime. You doesn't need to renew the subscription. The next add-on we use is Hunter. So the Hunter add-on will help you to discover the email addresses of the application are using. So sometimes we need some email addresses to test their employees' accounts or their ticketing system or their support services. So the Hunter application will help you to discover all of this. Now the Foxy proxy. This add-on will help you to redirect your browser traffic to your Bob suite. So the Foxy proxy is most important add-on we are using. So you can install it by searching here, like I search like .git, and you will get the result, and you can click on that and then add to Firefox. I already added, so let's remove it. And when you see add to Firefox, click on here, and your add-on is now visible here, and you can use it. So let's select a target and see what information we can grab using those add-ons. So suppose my target is shopclues.com, right? This is my target and I want to collect some information. So the very first information I want to collect is technologies. So what type of technologies this application is using, because my attack surface or attack vectors are basically based on their technologies. Like if they are using some Apache server or some Nginx server or PHP, Laravel, basically any kind of server. So we have to first know about the technologies the application is using. Then we can create exploits, or we can use our tools regarding that particular technology. So shopclues.com is your target. Now you have to hit on the Webalizer add-on. And as you can see, if I click on the Webalizer add-on, I got to know about all of the technologies that Shopclues is using. And here is all the information. So it is using OpenSSL for advertising purpose. It is using all these companies. Font script is Google Font API, Analytics, Facebook Pixel, Google Analytics, or Adobe Matomo. Tag manager is AEM and Google Tag Manager. Web server is Apache FTP server. The version is also disclosed. JavaScript libraries is jQuery. Programming language is PHP, basically built on PHP. The operating system, CentOS. The customer data platform is Adobe. Marketing automation is Mongoose. So using this add-on, you can collect the information about all the technologies that a company using. And also we have one alternate for this also. So we have one website called builtwith.com. You can find the technologies of particular application using that website also. So provide your website name, hit enter, and you got to know all the technologies that Shopclues is using. So Webalizer plus built with. There are two methods to discover all the technologies of your application. Now, if I want to discover the subdomains of this shop clues website, to discover the subdomain, we have two methods. We have two methods. One is online websites. So we have three websites that will help you to discover the subdomains. One is virustotal.com. Second one is dnsdumpster.com, and third one is crt.sh. And the second method is using Kali tools or Kali scripts. So we have some scripts to find the subdomain also. So the script name is subfinder, asset finder, ltrax, sublister, knockpy. So these are 5 scripts I use most to discover the subdomains. So let's use these. So virustotal.com, you have to paste your target onto the search section, hit enter, go to relations, and while scrolling down, you will got to know about the subdomains. So shop clues have almost 464 subdomains. You can expand and see all the subdomains. There is a copy button also, so you can export these results onto your file and then do the testing. The second website we have is DNS Dumpster. So paste your target name, hit enter, scroll down, and in the host record section, you will get the subdomains like shopclues.com or onlineindia100.shopclues.com, action-shoes.-10.shopclues.com, or different subdomains we have. The third website is crt.sh. You can paste the target name and hit enter. And using this website, you can also grab the subdomain names. So these are the subdomains that ShopClues is using. And why we need subdomains? Because application basically use different functionalities on different subdomains. So if we have a larger subdomains, then our attack vectors or our chance to find vulnerabilities will increase. So the subdomain discovery is an essential part of bug hunting. Now, suppose you have 100 plus subdomains. So not all of them are on working condition. Some of them are forbidden, like some of them are not working, some of them are expired. So there is a website. We have some tools also that can validate if your subdomain is running or not, or subdomain is in live condition or not. So we have a website called httpstatus.io. This website will easily check the status code regarding your subdomains, the response headers, and the redirect chains. So you have to paste it, the all of the subdomain names. Using a single check, you can paste up to 300 subdomains. And if you have more than 300, then you have to paste again. So let's paste some subdomains. So I use virus total for finding the subdomain. And now let's use shop clues. So right now I'm copying only 10 domains. You can use any domains you want. And check status. So HTTP status.io will check, like you get 200 status code. That means this subdomain is in working condition. And in the last, we got an error. So this subdomain is not working. So let's check it. So this subdomain is not working, basically an API subdomain. So that's how you can find the subdomains and can validate them. Once you have all the working subdomain, you can make a separate file. So we can use that file to further testing. Now, once we discovered subdomain, all we have to do is find links or paths or some parameters. And for that, I have also one website called web.archive.org. So basically, it is a Wayback Machine that collect the paths or the parameters or some file names regarding your target. So you can search here, give the file name, go to URLs. So it will take some time if your target is lengthy. So as you can see, these are all the URLs. So we have total 10,000 entries for shopclues.com. And these sometimes in these URLs, we discover some sensitive files or some open paths that disclose some sensitive information or PII data. So you can collect all these links, or you can filter them out using the filter. So suppose I want to I want to grab only JS files. So you can put JS. So all of the JS files are here. .php. So not PHP. No one is not PHP files are not present. Like .xml. So no XML files. .txt. So we have 3 TXT files. So you can open it and see if some information is useful or not. So the page is not working. So Wayback Machine will also help you to discover all these links. And we have some tools also. So the tool part, the installation part, or the tool part, we will cover tomorrow. So today I'm going to show you all the websites or all the passive recon methods. So let me write down the names again. So for subdomains, you already noted. For paths or URL, the website is web.archive.org. Checking status code of subdomains. The website name is http status.io. for finding the emails, the website is hunter.io. Reverse IP domain check. All the domains that are hosted on the same web server. So you can see if you can find any other website name. So the website name is you get signal. You get signal.com. For finding IPs and backend server, we have shodan.io. Also search.census.io. Also hunter.how and fofa.info. So for finding IPs, we have 4 websites. You can use all of them. So let's use these. Hunter.io. You can search for email address of any domain name. So if I search for shopclues.com, hit enter. So you will get internal email addresses. Like I have total 29 results. These are the internal or employees email address. So it will help you to discover some particular vulnerabilities. Hunter.io is a subscription based service, but you can create a free account. But you have if you have a business email address, then you can create an account. So if you don't have any business email address, use your HackerOne email address and you can create an account. Now you get signal.com. So in you get signal, there is a tool named called reverse IP domain check. Click on that, and what this particular tool will do, this will help you to find the sites hosted on a web server by entering a domain. So the particular web server your domain is hosting, if any other of the site is hosted, you will get to know. So let's put the target. Suppose I will use this target. So one domain is hosted on the same web server. So let's use another. So service am unavailable. So the facebook.com is hosted on the web server is also hosted 994 domains, and all these subdomains are all these domains or subdomains are belong to Facebook organization. So this reverse IP domain check is also help you. Now the Shodan. So you can use Shodan for finding IPs or open ports. So how you can search in the Shodan? You have to type SSL colon in inverted comma, provide your target like att.com space 200. Why I use 200? Because I want to filter only 200 successful results. Hit enter and you will have the IPs or backend panels total 1251 results. And when you click on that, you will see an IP that is belong to ATT. So some backends or internal panels, some IP-based login panels, some open dashboards, admin panels. So all of these you can find using SSL. So we have to check one by one if something is open or not. Some IPs are given. These are some different login panels that are that ATT is using. Some subdomains, like this IPs belong to this particular subdomain, this IPs belong to this domain. So we have to check one by one. And if you want to filter, like how many or what type of technologies they are using, so you can click on here, like on top ports, and there is the filtration. So you can filter with these options. So I use the http dot title. So all the results we are seeing is filtered using http title. Click on search. Now we see that we have total 1252 targets, but in those 1000, approx 1000 targets, 163 IPs belong to VMware Horizon, 128 targets or IPs belongs to ATT Global Login. Some of them are request rejected. Some of them belongs to IBM Security Access Manager. So sometimes we can find open dashboards, some admin related dashboards or backend panels. So you have to check one by one every single IP, like some server IPs. I can also see some Plesk or some WordPress, Nginx. So Shodan is quite useful service, and the alternate is search.census.io. You have to create an account also on this website and search for your target like att.com. Uh, just one thing, we have to change the settings. So you can go to the settings, sort order, click on descending, per page 100, and virtual hosts only. Now search for ATT. So around 18,000 results we have, and now we can open it one by one and see if we can find, because ATT is quite a large company, so it also have some large hosts or IPs or domains. But suppose I give a smaller target like this domain, so I have some smaller results. So I have only 66 results related to Wandering. The next service is hunter.how. You have to create an account, provide your target name, hit enter. And around 6,000 results we have, the IPs or the domain name. So we can use that IP to copy that IP, open in your browser and see what will open. Sometimes just hitting the IP, you can log in or you can go to the backend server. So the IPs are quite important. So this IP is redirected to about.att, att.com. So that's how you can filter. And the next service is fofa.info. This is also a website that will display the IPs. So You can change the language also. Give the target name, hit enter, and you can have your IPs. So these 4 websites will help you to discover the IPs. Now, what we want to find is some leak data. For leak data, I have a website called leakix.net. This website will help you to discover some leak data like some config based files, PHP info files, or git directory.ds files, .environmental files. Go to this website and provide your target like this. You have to log in first. There are 2 options to search. Click on leaks and enter your query. So the query will be plus domain colon and provide your target name into the inverted comma. Hit enter. So no result for att.com. Just change it to host and see again. And we have total 10 results for att.com. So in this particular subdomain, we have a config JSON HTTP file is open and you can see the data as well. So Leakix is quite important website I used quite often. Sometimes I find the backend SQL ID password or backend server password using Leakix. So when you are collecting information regarding your target, all these websites are quite helpful. And then we can use the tools to verify or re-verify the information we collected using passive recon. So using when you use the scripts, Kali scripts, so it is like active recon. So the website name is docs.fazalahmed.me. So this is quite useful website, basically a collection of docs. So this will help you to discover some exposed configuration files, exposed database files, exposed log files, backup files, SQL errors, or some other information also. What you have to do, you have to give your target here, hit enter, and just click any of the links you want to find. Suppose I want to find the directory listing vulnerabilities. So click here. It will redirect you to Google and make a query regarding the directory listing keywords. And if any of the file is present, you can see in att.com some index files are present. We have total around 18 results. So let's check if something is useful. So I don't think something is useful because it's basically a zip files or some downloadable files. So not found. So some of their a much older data, so not useful at all. But you can use this service to discover some configuration files also. So like I click on configuration files and we have some configuration files for ATT and the result count is 5 and see if we can have any data. Just click on one by one. So not useful, not useful, not useful. A robot.txt files, so you can check if something is important is written here. So site mode XML, some JSP files, some support files, some JSON files. So maybe we can see something here. Just copy it. So that's how you can open and find some sensitive data. But this is not a sensitive data. Exposed database files. So I don't think that ATTF exposed some database files. So you have no results. Log files. We don't have any log files, backup and old files. So nothing is available. PHP info file. So not anything. So suppose if you find some information files, so what type of files we have? This type of file. So you can discover those type of files using single click. So this file contains the server information or whole server configuration files or internal paths, some SQL errors. So you can use one by one these links and can discover something sensitive or something suspicious or something useful. One more alternate for that type of activity is Pentest Tools. So in the pentest-tools.com, we have a path called information gathering / Google-hacking. You can provide your target and click on here. These are almost similar to this website. So either you can use this or you can use this. It's quite a same thing. So you can use both of them or you can use one of them. The next website we have is secured.com. So suppose you want to find open redirect or you want to find accesses or you want to discover some extension based files like some backup files or some configuration files, INF files, ENV files. So this website have basically have some Google Docs. You have to provide your target name and click here. Like I want to discover the PHP files. I want to discover some RDP, INF, ENV, conf, CNF, or backup, back. Just select these and click on go. It will create an a query based on your selection area, and then you can have your results. Check one by one if something is useful, and then you can report it. And if you want to select all, just click on select all or unselect all. If you want to find the open redirect, parameters, so just select all and click here. So all these links have some parameters that are helpful to find open indirect vulnerabilities. So this website is also quite useful. Now this website, kitterman.com/spf/validate.html. This website is helpful to find the SPF record. In the DNS zone, we have a SPF record, that means sender policy framework. So if a application have the SPF record or not, you can easily check with the help of this tool. Just give your target name and get SPF record. So if SPF record is present, it will display here. And if SPF record is not present, you will get no record is found. To check the SPF record, this website is quite useful. And to check the DMARC record, we have a website called mxtoolbox.com/dmarc.aspx. You can check for your DMARC record. So both of SPF record or DMARC record is useful to find the email spoofing or email hijacking vulnerabilities. So you can check for those records. Now SSL Labs.com. This website will test your SSL certificate. So the cryptographic related issues or your issues related to your SSL server or related to your SSL certificate, you can test your server with the help of this lab. Just provide your target, hit enter, and if you have multiple web servers or single server, it will scan all of them and give you the detailed report in few minutes, and then you can analyze if something is available for your SSL certificate or some weak cryptographic algorithm if your application is using, or your application is vulnerable to some of the SSL related attacks like robot attack, uh, poodle sweep, poodle attack, open SSL, padding oracle, logjam, heartbeat, ticket bleed. So all of the vulnerabilities related to SSL, you can check with the help of SSLLabs.com. So I got the result for this IP that belong to wandry.com. Click here, and all the information regarding your SSL certificate, you can see what protocol servers they are using. So they are using 1.3 or 1.2. The cipher suites. So these are secure cipher suites. Testing for SSL vulnerabilities. So beast attack is not possible. Poodle attack is not possible. Zombie poodle, golden poodle, RC4, heartbleed, ticket bleed. So all of the SSL related vulnerabilities will also checked by the SSLLabs.com. And the last website is Supbase. Basically, this website have some small plugins or tools to test your application. Like you want to test your WordPress, you want to test your email configuration, want to find out some IPs or want to find out some ports. So small plugins or tools, a collection of tools basically. Suppose your Kali is not working and you want to test a target, so you can use this website. Quite a useful tools it have. So this is our passive recon methods using some online websites.